Hello, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to give you a little update on our trip and take you back to how this started, just to give a little summary of what has led us up to today. We are leaving in about 6 weeks, so it's really soon, and the reality of the departure from Canada is really starting to sink in. So just a quick recap, because we do have a bunch of new viewers here. So we're traveling the world starting next month. But leading up to that, a lot of things had to happen. So about 400 days ago, maybe more than that, it was early last year, I had a little bit of a health scare and was advised to do some changes to my life. So I did some real drastic changes. We put our family home for sale. My kids were raised there. We love that place dearly, and it seemed like something we would never ever do. So along with that, we had to rehome all of our pets, and we had quite a few, loved them all. It was incredibly heartbreaking to do, but necessary for a lot of reasons, just for my health and to sell the home. So we then got an apartment and moved to town. We had been living in the country, so it was a new thing for the kids, and we weren't really sure how that would go, but it's been okay, I guess. Hadn't lived in an apartment in practically a decade, so it was an interesting experience. Then the house finally sold. It was on the market for a couple months. 40 days later, a hurricane hit Prince Edward Island and most of the Maritimes, and it was destructive. I believe they were the highest winds ever recorded to hit Canada. And luckily for us, we sold our home just before that. As you can imagine, the housing market was shaken up a bit from that hurricane. So we were very lucky to have finished that transaction before the hurricane. I had to ask for a leave from my job too, for a 12-month leave. It was approved. December is when it was actually approved, and I started booking flights and accommodations and started getting into making YouTube videos, buying equipment to make the videos, which has been a pretty steep learning curve, but here I am. So the first flight has actually already gone up 1,100 Canadian dollars. So wow, that's crazy. The second one's already up 600. Booking in advance, yeah, highly recommend it. That's an enormous savings by us already. Going into the spring, I caught COVID. It was awful, my first time getting COVID. It took a couple weeks to recover from that. Just terrible stuff. And then we went on strike just recently, which is, yeah, that was as well the biggest strike in Canadian history. So yeah, glad that's over. I made videos of every single day, actually, which was an interesting experience, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. And you can see them on my channel if you want to look back at things. So yeah, so that's essentially where we're at today. So yeah, there's a couple of flight cancellations too that I had to deal with, but all in all, everything's on track. Our first stop is actually in Canada, so we're leaving Prince Edward Island. We're going to Ottawa. Yeah, one of my favorite places. I lived there for about a decade, and we're going to see some friends before grabbing the flight from Montreal to London. So again, that's in just a couple days, more than 6 weeks, and it's finally seemingly real. Currently, we're packing up, which is adding to making everything real. Getting rid of things, rehoming my plants, which, if you know me, that's quite difficult, as I'm a plant lover. So getting that all taken care of and the place emptying out, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. So anyways, I'm going to be making videos of all the places we're going. The preview videos were kind of, practice and giving people an idea of where we're going. Everything's still on track, like I mentioned. So stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming up. And thanks for watching. All right. Peace. Take care.